Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. North American qualifier plus the Halo World Championship bets on the analyst desk, joined by the wonderful Washington Strong Side. Guys, we have a pretty important matchup coming up next on main stage. Of course, Renegades, they need to win to qualify.
Yeah, Renegades needs to win. Unfortunately, I think Soar is, I want to say they are out.
Soar is 0-2. They have no chance qualifying. It's just, can they play the upset story?
Yeah, so Renegades needs to win this here to move forward. So a very important match to them. They lost to Liquid yesterday in a 3-0 fashion.
Yep.
So obviously they want to come out a lot stronger today. We saw Renegades beat Liquid at X Games. So I know they want to get another matchup against them. So they're going to be fighting through here to try and make it to the final eight.
It's worth mentioning the other game going on the side station, Astral Authority versus Team Liquid. Team Liquid, of course, 2-0. If Astral Authority win and Renegades lose, Astral Authority will go to Worlds. Renegades will not. Walshy, talk to me a little bit about this Renegade squad, though. Obviously, we casted them over at X Games. Seems like a different squad here, maybe.
Yes, they are a very emotional squad. You've seen them at their best, where they are embarrassing teams like Liquid and absolutely stomping them. And we've seen them at their worst, where we saw Epsilon catch Renegades off guard and play. First off, Epsilon played incredible Halo and they beat them 3-1. So just goes to show that this Renegade squad can go from being a top 4 seed and going to back-to-back match losses, 0-3 after that.
Side, in terms of Renegades coming into this game specifically, you know, they need to win. How many times, like in your career, have you been in positions where like you needed to win? I mean, like what goes through players in this fight? I mean, Walshy's just like smiling, he's like, yeah, man, I can think of a fair few times that's happened.
Many times.
How do you like compose yourself as a player? Like this is just such a high stress situation right now for these guys.
You honestly, you can't really think about all of that. You just got to put it straight to the game by game as well. You just focus on this first match that they're going to play.
Okay.
And you honestly take it game by game. You can't have any other thoughts going through your head. What happens if we lose this? What are we going to do? We're not in the top 8. What are we going to do from here? You can't even be thinking about that. You don't want to be thinking about that right now. You want to be thinking, all right, we're going to win this. We're going to win this next game. What do we do? What do we have to do to win this game and stay on top of that? And we've always talked about Renegades being that emotional team as well.
Yes, it's worth mentioning as well. There could be a 3-way tie in this group as well. So I'm like trying to figure out all the numbers in front of me. It's like that terrible meme, like GIF on Twitter. It's just the numbers in front of someone's face. But there is a potential for a 3-way tie in here. But talking a little bit about Soar, Strongside, would you say they kind of underperformed here a little bit? 0-2 in their groups. Were you maybe expecting a little bit more from them?
Yeah. I know Hunter JJX, and I was rooting for him. I wanted to see him do really well, and he's always been in the scene for quite some time. So this was a good chance for him to kind of make a stand. And unfortunately, yesterday they just weren't playing on their game, and we didn't see their best performance. We've seen a lot of good performances from them through the qualifiers, but yesterday was just not one of those days.
So Walshy, in terms of kind of your predictions for this series, do you see Soar maybe trying to play a little bit of an upset story here, or should this one be pretty simple for Renegades?
I don't see any series that Renegades goes into being simple. Just seeing how I don't want to say fluke. Like they've had a lot of highs and lows. It's one of those things.
I feel like they're the team that epitomizes that, right?
Yeah, they really are. It's one of those things that I would say you see like a squad like Liquid, if they were playing against Soar or Astro right now, you'd be like, yeah, Liquid's gonna win right now. They play the consistent game. Whereas this Renegade squad, you don't know which squad you're going to get. You could see a quick 3-0, or you could see them lose. They could lose 3-0, equal chance of that happening. But let's take a look and see what the viewers at home are thinking. For those of you at home want to get your vote in, go to Twitter, do hashtag HaloWC and the team that you think is going to win. We have some great giveaways and prizes for those of you who do participate in the Twitter poll.
There are so many awesome goodies. Strong Side, I want them.
Yeah, we had so many out on the table earlier. Yeah, maybe we can sneak it in the bag. We'll grab some.
I already stole some stuff, so
never heard that.
Yeah, Walshy confirmed stealing stuff. Where is Adam Apicella? He'll like beat you down. He's a big guy. But yeah, so much awesome goodies. Of course, we have the controller actually on our desk there. It's right in front of you, Walsh. Beautiful little thing right there. It's very, very nice. Of course, giving that away throughout the day. We've got Xbox to give away. We've got some Astro goodies. Massive shout out to those guys coming in clutch as well. We've had some good listenings as well, which is always nice to hear the Halo guys communicating. But in terms of your official prediction, Walshy, what are you going for this series?
Official prediction, I think Renegades are going to rise to the challenge and win this series 3-1.
3-1. Okay, so you're giving Soar a map, strong
Soar,
side. Do you agree? Do you think Walsh is delusional?
A lot of their skill, like, they're going to be one of those squads that can catch fire. Someone like JJX is well known for his free-for-all prowess.
Okay.
So Renegades really have to work together to win this match. They just can't have players running around winning all their 1v1s. That's not going to be the case because this squad has some serious firepower on it.
I'm gonna say 3-2. This will be the first 5-game.
You keep saying 3-2 every time I'm stood here.
I want
say,
to see a 5-game
3-2, 3-2, 3-2, and it just doesn't happen.
There's so much hype in a 5-game series. Once you get to Game 5, I mean,
it's true.
The emotions that are running through the players and just like even sitting and watching the games, I'd get the chills because I'm like, wow, I've been there. Like, I know how intense that is. It's nerve-wracking. You just have to leave everything behind and just focus on the game. So those are honestly the most intense and most fun matches. 3-2 going to Renegades.
Most fun to watch. I got to reiterate that because think about back in the day when we were competing, did you ever want to go to Game 5? You're like, nope, we got to close the series 3 or 3-1. You do not want to go to Game 5.
As a fan, it's definitely the way
as
to go.
commentator and spectator, yes, I want to see all Game 5, Game 7.
I kind of like playing Game 5 back in the day. I just wanted to keep gaming.
There's always one. There's always one. That's enough from ourselves down at the analyst desk. For now, let's send it up to our casters, Ghost and Golden Boy.
All right. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the booth here. I'm down here with my boy Ghost, and I'm excited because the last time you and I casted together, oh, man, I think it was PAX Prime Showdown.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was PAX Prime Showdown. We had a really good time.
Dude,
we had a really good time.
Whenever we cast, we have a good time. It's Halo.
I just one of my favorite human beings in planet Earth. You, this guy right here.
I'll take it.
In any case, so guys, we're going to start this one off with Rig Strongholds. It's a Group D matchup here. We saw these maps just a little while ago. Rig Strongholds, Coliseum Slayer, Fathom, Capture the Flag, Eden, Strongholds, and True Slayer if necessary for those last 2 game types. Renegades versus Soar Gaming, a huge matchup for Renegades here. They need to pretty much come out the gate being dominant.
Oh, exactly. That's actually what I was just going to bring up is that when it comes to Renegades, they are a strong team on the Rig Strongholds. But they have to come out with that ferocity, right? We have to see Ninja grabbing the railgun. We have to see Victory X or Stellar really grabbing that camo off the beginning and really just taking control right out of the gates. And then on the other end of the spectrum, we have Soar, and they have to stop that exact push. So we're going to see how this plays out. It's a good game type.
Oh, it's going to be a good one, folks. And, of course, if you're at home, make sure you're letting us know who you think is going to win. Hashtag HaloWC, Renegades, or Soar.
Yeah, shout out to all the people watching at home. I know my brother, my dad, some other people are watching at home. Shout out to all of them. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.
Everyone's, been super supportive and enjoying some great Halo. But, guys, let's go ahead and kick things off here as we hop right into the matchup with none other than Spartan, as he's going to go right for that railgun here, and very different from what we saw in that Noble matchup. Oh, and the scatter shot's going to find its way right to Spartan's chest. But I just wanted to point out, not a lot of aggression at the basement just yet.
Oh, no.
Unlike what we saw with Noble and Elevate in that last matchup.
And it's a little bit weird, right? We see that it looks like Soar tried to cap basement first. They did, but unfortunately they sacrificed all control. It looked like 3 dead right away, and now we already have 2 in the favor of Renegades. They're scoring.
Yeah, this is huge for them, of course, hanging out over here by back rail, knowing that a player is going to be behind him, and he's going to have to just play this one smart. Winter, right in front, opting to just get away from this one, play it slow, and he made the call out at the very least to see what's going on with Ninja, who, as a matter of fact, has that camo, and he also has rail.
This is one of his favorites. And scatter. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He's about to, ooh, he almost got it upended, but unfortunately for Winter, he did not. Now he's going to push out. He's still got railgun scatter shot, but it's 2 down for Soar. Only 3 alive for Renegades, though, as you see them trying to keep them at bay. And Ninja just doing a great job making sure that his teammate is supported with that railgun. And now look at this, just so ready for the railgun. Beaver not even paying attention.
Oh. I actually just saw Victory get a stick there on JJX
2!
and ended up getting the 2 there. That was juicy for, I think he may have fallen off the map. Let's just go to Victory and see what's up with him.
He's a wily coyote, man. This guy is just way too much fun to watch. And he's just always pulling something out of his sleeve. So I love to watch Victory. I love to listen to the guy talk in an interview. He's always been a great Halo player for all these years.
So one of the things I've been noticing a lot of players have been doing, especially in Noble in that last matchup on Rig, they were holding down this particular hall here, right?
Yep.
Continuing to hang around Whitehall, Junction, whatever you want to call it, but Whitehall probably to be the safest.
Yep.
So, and they hold Whitehall to pin them by Engine 2.
Yeah.
Is that the play? Is that what you want to focus on here as we have Stellar who's actually playing this same spot?
Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely a great way to push it. Now, there's many different ways, right, to play Rig Stronghold. Strongholds, you can try and control the Railgun Tower, you can try and control the Nest, obviously you can try and control the Whitehall, and that's what Renegade's strategy is. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the best one, because sometimes you just want to throw Splinter Nades in there. It can get a little bit hectic with all the grenades from the opposing team when they spawn bunker, but yeah, I mean, it is definitely a viable strategy nonetheless.
Keep in mind, too, Ninja did manage to pick up the camo and the rail one more time. Ninja, I remember Ninja's railgun back in Halo 4. I mean, this guy, he's just so good and just patrolling right now around Whitehall and Engine 2.
And he's still got the scatter in the back pocket. This guy is just doing great jobs, just controlling all the power weapons. And when you're doing that, it's out of their hands, right? He has the scatter shot in his back pocket, and because that's a tier 2 power weapon, it won't spawn on the map unless it's either dropped when it's out of ammo, or you use it all and fall off the map with it. So anyways, right now, we're going to hop on board with Spartan. It looks like they're going to try and do their best defending basement. They got 2 guys coming from the corner over here with the plasma nades, and it looks like Victory X is going to try and cap BR base.
Yeah, I mean, they just went for it. They're going for the trip cap. They have total control. As a matter of fact, I think now more than ever is just an opportunity for us to dive into an Astro Listening and hear how Renegades are going to be playing together as they're looking to capitalize on that 3 cap that they just had.
I'm scared. They're playing us barrels. I need it. Back, Corbin! Back, Corbin! I'm here, buddy. I'm here.
Wait, hold one shot.
Absolute. I'm one shot here.
We're good, B.
Oh my god! Last guy's basement. Last guy's dead. Back basement on me. Dead. I killed you, dude.
Fine, it's fine.
Bunker, stay alive. Kill him one more time and then get me our base.
Yo, guys, listen. Rail.
One shot top back bunker, and there's a guy top rail.
Back down. One shot rail.
Do one shot top nest.
I'm watching Overlook. Top tower. I got top tower. I killed one in top tower. I killed the one in top tower. Top side, which is weak top side. We got Cam, railgun. Railgun at 5. He's nading you.
One shot white corner.
Yep,
Nice.
He's bottom. Back barrels.
Top engine, snipe right now, snipe ball.
Camo's 52.
Hey, rail.
Nice spawn.
He's going barrels with rail.
Two dead.
52.
Camo 51, Camo's
I hear you. I'm dead.
Camo, ninja camo.
I'm going for it. I'm chilling back carbine, guys.
I'm going underpass.
Go for basement. I'm going back. I'm here. Cam, he's gonna have a railgun on. Railgun's down. I killed him.
And the hype is real. These guys
Love it.
are screaming their faces off every time they get a kill. They're wooing like Ric Flair. Golden Boy, I'm happy.
Oh, man, you're styling and profiling. You already know what's good. But you know what, though? 86-0 right now. Could Soar be joining the 100-point club where Overdrive currently resides?
I was going to
That's
say,
the question.
there was only one other team this weekend that is in that club right now. So Soar could potentially join it. And by the way, it's getting
Oh, this is getting reckless right here, man. Renegades are coming out with a fire, and this is something I made note of the other day, where if you are the team that were supposed to play Renegades going into the next day, which of course was Soar, I said it. I was like, I feel bad for them because after that loss to Liquid, which we know Renegades just did not want to have, this is not the team that you want to play, and just like that, folks. 100-0, Renegades come out swinging. Soar had no answer.
The dog's testosterone right there showing the guy stood up and he looked like he was just about to explode.
Oh my goodness. And here's the thing, I want everyone to take note, right? I was on a lot of Renegades players quite a bit throughout that game, but partly because the members of Soar were just dying so much that every time I switched forward, I couldn't find anyone. What happened with Soar in that game, or was it just Renegades playing that good?
No, I mean, Renegades was just stopping every push, right? There would be a duo push that we saw from Soar multiple times, and they never capitalized even on one kill, right? We would see a guy in basement on Renegades almost get down to no shields. Next thing you know, teammate comes in, helps him out, he stays alive, he gets back up top. And you're not just talking about an average player. These guys have railguns and scatter shots and camo.
Exactly.
So when you're saving a teammate from dying with those type of weapons, like, you're just going to continue that momentum. And I can't say enough. They were just dominant.
Essentially, they just had full control the whole game. And because of that control, folks, you at home are going to be able to get yourselves a rec pack. $2.99 worth of goodies from our friends at 343. Company this guy works for. So
you're welcome.
So yeah, that's for you guys at home. Good luck to the people who redeem that or whoever redeems it. In any case, so let's talk about this real quick, right? 100-0 Renegades going into our next matchup here. They must be feeling fantastic.
Oh, I mean, and we know that Soar hasn't been playing as well as they wanted to this weekend. So I know that Renegades might not have expected the best sort of matchup here. But when you win in a commanding fashion like 100-0, I mean, you're through the roof, right? You're feeling like, okay, this is it. We just dominated them. Where's the next team already? And you don't want to overlook anyone. But when you 100-0 a team in rigged strongholds, I mean, you got to think, like, where's the next guy, right? So,
yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Coliseum Slayer is going to be our next map coming up here. Of course, folks, if you're just joining us, you witness the pretty much a steak feast, 100-0 that came out there. Of course, now Overdrive and Soar, residents of 100-0 country, which is not a place you want to live. It's quite bad this time of year.
Population 2.
Population 2, indeed. He's just a savage, dude. But now we're going to Coliseum Slayer, and we all know how this plays out. The areas that you want to focus on, you know, you really want to grab that sniper, take it over to the elbow. I see a lot of players go for the red elbow because it's just a little bit more comforting. Of course, knowing that you're able to, you know, just defend yourself a little bit easier from that right side. Where do you think we're going to see this game kind of lean toward, Renegades or Soar?
I think that there is actually a chance here for Soar. I've watched him online a few times. 100JJX is an avid streamer, so shout out to him for always showing us his gameplay. And the couple times that I've tuned in, they are really good at Slayer Coliseum. No joke. I mean, I haven't seen much of Rick Stronghold, so I can't really comment on that aside from what we just saw. But when it comes to Slayer Coliseum, I have to think that this is one of their better game types. So there is, in my opinion, a better chance for them to do some damage.
But you just lost 100-0.
Oh, yeah.
Like 100-0. You're demoralized, you know, like, and also, I guess, explanation about on these players here, 100JJX and Juicy Fruit, Beaver, and, you know, Winter, like, you know, they've been competing for a while now, right? Like, I've seen those names creep up a lot throughout HCS seasons 1 and 2. I just didn't expect that.
Oh no, yeah, and it's weird. And sometimes it's just a mix of players, right? Maybe you click online and then you get to the tournament and it's just not your weekend. You know, we've seen that happen. I mean, even when I was back on Team Carbon in 2007, I would sometimes I got fourth one time, folks, and I hated it, and I'll never forgive myself for it. So hey, it happens. But we are on board now with the sneakiest of Beavers.
That's right. And as a matter of fact, I believe JJX did manage to nab himself a sniper here. Oh! My goodness, I just saw the craziest snipe there from Ninja. I apologize, well, not JJX, it was Ninja, who just had the dirtiest snipe.
Look what he's got. The T2 combo. Shout out to T-Squared. I know he's watching at home right now. Probably loving this this little throwback, if you will, courtesy of Ninja. Leading 5-2 and great positioning, might I add. I mean, the guy is just holding down the BR area and making sure that he stays alive. Notice how he's full of splinter grenades right now, so if anyone's trying to charge him, he not only has the rocket to defend, but also a nice little splinter nade. And a long-range rocket? Questionable.
Just
Bucket?
Yeah, is that Bucket plane? You know what though? Honestly, he can do what he wants right now because they're feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, one more rocket left in his pocket, looking for the advancement toward red side. I'm a poet, didn't know it. And he also has a player trapped over here right by that cave, and the fact he is not dead is absolutely beyond me.
I'm concerned. I think that might have just gone right underneath Beaver's legs and just hit too far from him. Now, but Ninja is in a little bit of a sticky situation, uses the splinter nades to his advantage, and thankfully gets out of there alive with the sniper rifle, but his teammate is dead over on the sniper side. He has to be wary of it, but he's not actually, luckily, backed off.
Also, look at what Ninja's doing here, right? I just feel like, you know, for him to have that kind of resolve, really important for him there, and honestly, just a testament to how he's been, you know, looking to improve himself as a player. But let's go over to Beaver here. Beaver finds one in front of him. That's going to be Victory X. It's going to be easy connection for him, and another one as well. Spartan, can he go for the trip though? As that player wisely enough backs away, and now looking to continue to patrol. But there goes Ninja with the sniper rifle.
Once you turn it
one
off
more
him,
time.
He freaking hits the shot. Can you please put it back on the camera?
I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
Now we're back on board with
Don't
Ninja. He's going to come to the blue corner. He has the sniper, but he only has 4 bullets left in it. Misses the shot, and of course I ask for that.
Pushes him away,
curse. There it is, folks. You know what it is.
Pushes him away, though, right? He missed the shot, but that player knew, oh, I'm not going to mess with that, right? There's just no chance I'm going to be able to win. And just getting that long-range shot with the sniper, being able to time it like that. Ninja did that at the beginning of the game. It was off camera. I'm sorry. Don't hate me. But here we go. Spartan, he's going to have rockets in his possession, looking to get that kill. Finds one underneath him. Couldn't connect with it just yet, though. Players are going to be surrounding him by that snipe side. Another one in front, too. That's going to be a kill on Beaver. Stellar finds JJX. And Renegades continue to rack up this lead, 19-13, but Soar are fighting here.
Yeah, they are, and we saw some more pocket rockets out of Spartan once again, but it looks like they are still doing well. They could have been 2 easy kills, but he got them the hard way. So now it looks like they have a 6-kill lead, and he's going to try and help out his teammate. Victory almost team nades him, But it looks like Cam is going to have some help from Ninja. Unfortunately, gets cleaned up. And now Ninja gets cleaned up too.
There you go. I'm actually going to go over to the player who ended up making that play happen. That was Juicy Fruit. Now he has Sniper Rifle. And could this be the opportunity that they wanted to get back into this game? They're only down by 5 kills here, Kosiami. So holding down the blue side, you know that Renegades are going to be getting aggressive on this right portion of the map by Snipe side. Can they do it is the question as Juicy is looking for the shots.
And this is a solid setup. It's very basic, right? He's sitting in the back corner. He knows his teammates are up front. He's trying to just anchor with these spawns and make sure that he can pick off anyone charging him. But that's the thing I was just going to say is because he's by himself, look at that. Smart play, jumps off the map. Due to that, now the sniper is off the map. No one can grab it. It won't be in play until the next rotation.
I thought that was highly intelligent there because that could have really gone away from them, especially if Ninja got possession of the sniper rifle one more time. It's happened way too much at this point, and they're getting those kills bottom mid too. So down by 7, and when we last updated you on the score, it was a 5-kill game. Now it's a 7, but it's not out of their hands just yet. Renegades have not crossed that 30-kill threshold. You know what, Soar, they can fight back here.
Yeah, but I just saw a little bit of a concern, right? Winter was pushing towards the snipe side, and then all of a sudden he saw the green indicator pop up. Oh man, rockets are up. Quickly flashback, realized, oh yeah, probably should have set up rockets. So there isn't call-outs going on right there with these power weapons. And when you're talking about Coliseum Slayer, yeah, it's neck and neck, but that's going to be the difference maker. That's how you separate yourself from the other team, is grabbing those power weapons. And when you're at a 7-kill deficit, you need to start focusing, especially on rockets.
Yeah, you cannot hope to get a combat evolve, right? You know, and be lucky with it.
In the game.
Exactly, and not against a team such as this. Let's go over to Stellar here. Is able to find one. That's going to be 3 cleared out. 1 player left alive. That will be Winter, who's hanging out down low by the scatter shot. And Stellar is just going to continue to be in the hunt.
I got to point out something for Stellar. I mean, every time I look at this guy's players cam, it looks like he's either half asleep, like resident sleeper, or he just doesn't care about the rocket kill or double kill he just clutched. I mean, the guy just always has, very, very low emotion on his face. But hey, I mean, it works out for him.
Stone Cold
That's
Killer.
a good way to put it.
That's what he is. Finding 2 players down by Blue Maze now, as Stellar's going to have to back away wisely enough. Another one in front. A solid rocket kill on JJX. That's going to net them their 39th. And just as we were talking about, you know, Soar had an opportunity to come back into this game. It has ran away from them at this point, Siami. 41 to, what is this, 26 right now? Like, this is not looking very good.
Oh my goodness, and I have to point it out, the killing frenzy right now for Stellar. The guy is going completely off.
Savage.
His positioning was perfection. They slayed on blue side, and then this guy took control. He grabbed the splinter nade, he moved to BR. He threw it, because in preparation of that red corner spawn, he knew it so well. I have to give him a huge, huge shout out.
New rockets are going to be coming up in a couple seconds here. Of course, at that 6-minute mark, you can expect both rockets and sniper to come up. But with Stellar getting scattershot and pushing around to this blue side, Victory X looking to just get possession up top here by the rockets. This could very well be the final nail in the coffin for game number 2, as Renegades are just looking to absolutely dominate Soar and make this into a 3-0 sweep at the pace where it's going at. Soar need to, they need a prayer. They need an answer. And over to Spartan.
That was a little bit of a I guess, some help. Victory X losing the rockets, but it's bottom middle, right? So now that you have to go down there and you only have 3 kills to give up, it's a little bit concerning. You don't want to necessarily even go for those rockets because you might jeopardize the entire game.
That's right, and 47 kills, Siami. This is pretty much it. Curtains at this point if it continues to go this way. 48th. One more, netted in, looking around them, and Juicy Fruit able to find one with the rockets, and also Winter clearing out someone out in the open, but that will be the 49th, the 50th, right by the snipe there. Victory X found him, and that will do it. GG 50 to 34, and what a game for Renegades.
Yep, they played great. Off the start, we did see it kind of neck and neck. But then as you start seeing some of the individual battles being won, right, some of the teamwork coming into play, and then the power weapons coming up, it just seemed like Renegades were always on top of those power weapons. Whenever, you know, Sniper was coming up, rockets, they were the ones that came out on top.
Taking a look at the kills here. Winter had a good showing, but again, just couldn't really amount to much. You got to highlight that killing frenzy, though.
Oh, yeah.
From Stellar. This guy, he, you know, coming from Optic Gaming. A lot of people were wondering who is Stellar and why did Flamesword and Maniac choose to pick this guy up?
Oh, yeah.
And even Assault as well. And here you have it, right? This is the reason why. And when he decided to go join Renegades, a lot of people knew that Stellar was the real deal.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the guy, again, he has a firm grasp on Halo 5's movement, the positioning, the understanding. And I have to give a little bit of a shout out to these stats. Now, he was 15-6 and had a killing frenzy. So that means that before that, he was 5-6. Then the dude put up 10, just 10 in a row. I mean, when you do something like that, you end a game in that type of fashion. I mean, you have to assume you're going to come out with the W.
For sure. Stellar, again, proving why, his move to Renegades was something that fit for him, because Renegades and him just gel. I talk to these guys a lot too, and Ninja's a good friend of mine, and as well as Spartan the dog, or just Spartan. I talk with them a lot, and they're just really chipper, chill guys. They were rapping in the middle of the hallway in our hotel just for no apparent reason. These are the kind of people that they are.
That was nuts, actually. Let me bring that up, guys. Is that I was actually coming to my hotel back last night, and I was going through my I'm on the second floor.
It was the morning.
Oh yeah, it was the morning, and I was coming up in the elevator, and sure enough, I just hear this chanting, and it's just the first to second floor. It's not a big deal, but I'm hearing as I get closer to the second floor, let's go, and this and that, and next thing you know, the doors open, and it's all of Renegades chanting about the victory and how they're gonna destroy everyone this weekend. I don't know if anyone else in the hotel heard that, meaning like other teams, but man, I heard it, and I just died laughing. And GB was wondering what it was from the room.
Yeah, I just thought it was a bunch of, hooligans and hoodlums, as I say it. Those darn kids just saying those things so mean.
So late.
Get off my lawn. But, they're a good group. They're a good group indeed. But let's take a look at this Twitter poll, guys. Make sure you are getting involved in it. Where are the Soar fans at? Make sure you use that hashtag Soar. And also, hashtag HaloWC. And, of course, if you are a Renegades fan, hashtag Renegades.
And on top of that, obviously, you guys know that not only are you voting here, but you're entering a chance to win one of those amazing controllers we have.
Got to tell us who you think's going to win.
Yeah, of course. And if you do tell us who you think is going to win, and you're right, then you are going to have one of those chances to win. Now, for me, right now, I would think it's probably Renegades, just judging by how this game is going. But hey, maybe they'll throw for skins.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's
you can make a whole sentence.
It could happen.
It could happen. Of course.
Any given Sunday.
Fathom, capture the flag, any given Saturday in Columbus, Ohio. Fathom, capture the flag, folks. Up next, we've seen some great games here. We saw Denial's performance against none other than Envy. We also saw, and also just want to commend there too, right? JJX smiling, and you got to be chipper. You got to move on to the next game. But we also saw what Noble and Elevate did just a little while ago. I kind of want to get your thoughts going into Fathom. What are some of the key points you got to be looking out for?
Oh yeah, and I think it just comes down to the spawn control on this map. I know we talk about the railgun and the camo. That goes without saying, folks. I'm not going to beat the dead horse there. But when it comes to spawn control, it's something that we as a pro team, we sit back at the office and we watch, and I'm not going to lie, guys, we cringe a little bit, especially on this Fathom CTF, because, man, you guys do not block these silo spawns. So hopefully we can see some sort of composure here out of either squad as we kick it off here with Stellar.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to jump over to Beaver because he does have that camo, and he is trying to stay alive, which he manages to do so. Spartan goes in for the challenge, but he couldn't find him. So now they're going to move over here to the red turbine, forcing that spawn over by that blue side, by red treehouse. So it's going to be a base spawn, as a matter of fact, because someone's creeping around that red side too. Watch out behind him, though. Big play here for Beaver, potentially. And they are going to be able to get the kill there. I believe that was going to be on Spartan.
Yep. Now, what you guys are watching happen is Beaver was actually backing up because he was anticipating his teammates pushing into the flag, thereby giving a silo spawn, which is what I was just talking about, folks. So Beaver, unfortunately, though, gets caught off guard and then still cleans up. Looked like he had some help there from a teammate as he gets that cleanup kill. And now Stellar trying to make a play with the Splinter Nade. Great throw.
Great throw indeed. He's going to be able to nail him on that one. Stellar tried to move in for that flag just a second ago, but he won't find much luck with that one. Let's actually go over to the other side here and see what's going on with Spartan. Spartan top mid, finds one in front. It's going to be Juicy Fruit, and a great connection indeed, Ghost. But he sees his teammates falling in front of him. He has to stay alive top mid or just get out of dodge.
Wow, great play. I mean, the guy knew that he saw some shots from behind, right? He saw two guys in front of him. And the fact that he just stayed alive right there, he just clutched that entire play. I mean, he stopped the flag, and now he's rotating. Look, you know what he's rotating for? He's rotating for this return. Once he gets a return, he's going top middle. They're going for the railgun. They're going for a cap. I mean, literally, just staying alive, that's what it does. Strong side always hammers that point home for me, and there it is right there.
I actually have this funny story with Strong Side when we went out to go play, Halo 5 for the first time, and also try out, Halo 2 Anniversary.
Yep.
And I asked Strong Side for tips on Sank Slayer because Strong Side and Sank are like synonymous with one another. And he just looks at me right in my face, and he just says, "Golden Boy, stay alive." That's it. And I tell that story all the time, but it's so true. I think I told it at UK Regionals as well. It's so true. You cannot emphasize how important it is to just stay alive and be able to assist your teammate for another day, because the kills will be there. The kills will be there. Don't try and force the situation.
And now, folks, you see Spartan going for that railgun, right? It was spawned at the 10-minute mark. He went up there a little bit late with 15 seconds, and because of that, there was actually a guy that spawned behind him at that silo spawn. Now he got flanked. Here's the same guy coming at him again. One dude above him in the treehouse, and he gets cleaned up by a great knight. It's courtesy of JJX.
So I do want to point out that, actually going over to JJX now, that Stellar does have that camo, about a quarter of it left, so he did manage to pick that one up, I would say around that 9:48 mark, which is typically where you would see it get picked up. But the fact that they really couldn't make much with this, right? They had camo and no progress was made. That shows that Soar is doing a good job, defending, but at some point they got to get aggressive and they got to get in Renegade's face.
And you just talk about aggressive. I mean, look at these guys right now. They're sitting at their porch while Spartan and team pick them off from above, and it looks like they're just trying to do everything they can to just defend. There's not much offensive, but with that being said, he gets a perfect kill, and I gotta think that these guys are having at least a little bit of better communication than the last two games.
Oh no, I couldn't agree more. And speaking of communication, I think now would be a good opportunity to dive into that Astro listen in here with Soar, because their backs are against the wall. They have to win this game and force a game 4. If not, their opportunity, just their desire to remain in this competition will pretty much be all for naught. Let's dive into that Astro listen in with Sword.
I didn't try to do one tree. I got one back to the front. One to the court. Put the base, Cody. Put the base, Cody.
I got one their front base.
Camo, they're shooting top mid. Blind shot for tree.
I'm wasting the rocket.
Around 50.
I'm hiding. I'm dying to their port.
They're gonna go for this rail. It's gonna bring out top mid. Weak top center. Weak top center.
He's getting
Camo's
right
like 10
now.
seconds. Camo's like
Their window throw. Their window throw.
Everybody get ready for camo. Get ready for camo.
Their windows still. One's our silo. Nadine from our silo.
Pushing the front porch right now for camo.
Our front base right now.
Oh,
Just
go
really
for
hurt.
camo. Camo's up right now.
I got it.
Our
Porch.
porch. Victory's our porch going for
Railgun's down top mid.
46.
I got shots on our porch. Our porch is 2 shots.
And when their tree house.
Railgun's down top mid. Railgun's down top mid. I'm gonna go for that rail. Top center, one shot, Ninja.
And our engine.
Just one shot top center.
I hear that run.
Pushing our engine.
One close. I got
Orange
there on the tree.
And our
Another gonna be behind him after that.
One shot
top center. Another one's pushing
Our elbow now. Two dead right now.
Our elbow now.
Rails are top mid. I'm staying in our flag.
Stay alive as long as you can here.
He's crouching our elbows.
Rails are tree.
Good shot on our side. Live up, Brian.
Oh,
charging you. One.
Kill.
Nice.
No one RBR killed me.
And our flag.
Got Railgun RBR. Railgun's our elbow.
Kill. Get ready
Oh, you got flag, Railgun. They got me. There's 2 there. Stay alive.
Stay alive as long as you can.
I'm living.
You want to pit?
Soar doing everything that they can to stay alive here, but Renegades just keep on fighting. And with that said, they do have a flag in their possession. It's going to be Ninja. He brings it right inside, and that's going to do it. Renegades put it on the board, 1-0.
Wow.
Soar now need to answer back here with 6 minutes and 43
I feel like
seconds left
Ninja
in the
was
game.
born with a railgun in his hand, GP.
Dude, I always see him with a railgun.
It's every single time we switch to the guy's screen, he's controlling it, and I mean, God willingly, he should, and absolutely amazing. Even the long range one, right? We saw him zoom in and hit the shot. The guy is just hitting every single railgun shot, so props to him.
Yeah, and also another thing to note too is that Victory X has managed to make a flag pull here, so he is going to have Ninja up top with that railgun and light rifle looking to be a nuisance. Victory, though, cannot stay alive. Back over to Ninja. See what he can, or excuse me, Stellar. Apologies. Stellar looking to clear this one out, but he can't find anything there as well, and this run is going to get stopped right away by Soar. And they send that one back to the base.
Yeah, let's stay on board with Stellaris. He's going to push out of his treehouse. Obviously just a basic spawn. Now, when you get that spawn, there could be a guy in your engine room, which sure enough there is. Ninja is trying to figure out where the enemy is at, and there he is. Stellar getting that cleanup kill on Winner. Really great communication. And as you guys can see, a little bit of low-key stuff. When you spawn in a different position than you normally think you would, it probably means because there's an enemy in the position where you should. So, hey, keep that in the back of your mind.
Spawn logic is one of the most important things to keep mind of if you are a competitive Halo player. But, oh, man, Stellar.
Give it a Ninja.
Yeah, he just could not give it a Ninja right away. Stellar just couldn't find a shot there with the rail. He's going to be up top mid. Can he clear it? No, and the rail is going to go down. You made the call. You said it. You were like, hey, Ninja should.
Hey, I used to give the snipe to Gandhi. You know, maybe you should give the railgun to Ninja.
Well, you know what, though? That flag, though, for Soar, they're going to try and bring this one out. The Renegades flag, as a matter of fact. Distraction medal for Ninja comes through. Let's actually go over to Soar here, as Bieber ended up just picking up a double kill. Apologies for the fast switching here, but there's just a lot of action going on. JJX now on the move. He knows that there's going to be no one at the back of their base, but at the very least, he has to have some kind of help. Maybe someone's creeping up behind him. Not entirely certain yet, because they're waiting for that return to come in here. And if it does, then they're able to tie this one up, which is the situation that Renegades does not want to be in here. Of course, neither does Soar, so this is do or die for both teams.
And I don't know about this strategy right now. It just seems like he's sitting at the porch. I understand he's trying to help out.
We've been noticing players getting aggressive with the
for
Platinum
sure.
in hand.
For sure,
it's
but
been happening a lot.
But when no players were dead right away, I was surprised to see that he's willing to give up his location. But obviously now they have one player dead, at least on the other team. So we're going to see his teammates try and push out. The railgun's coming up right at the 4-minute mark. So that could be the tide turner that we see. Maybe we get a return on either side and eventually get that cap. Great play by JJX, though, right there. Finishing that kill for Beaver, as now he puts some shots in Ninja, who is trying to make a play on top mid and try and get that railgun like we all know he wants, but it looks like Juicy Fruit is going to be the victor out of that battle.
Yeah, Ninja with the rail is something that they have to be so conscious of. And JJX, man, he's playing an aggressive Flagnum right by their turbine. Just, you know what? Hey, I'm going to try and help my team out as much as possible. That's what he's basically saying at this point. And I don't blame him for it. He hasn't been tagged just yet. And we are about to hit that 3:45 mark here. Let's see what we have as JJX is just continuing to play outside. He needs assistance any second now, as players are getting aggressive on the turbine.
And something I want to bring up, right, is you folks are probably thinking at home, what is this guy doing bringing the flag out in the front of the base? Well, something that you'll learn after playing Fathom CTF a lot of times is that you want to keep it out in the middle of the map, right? And that, obviously there we see another cap for Renegades, but you want to bring the flag out. If you know that you're the last guy alive, almost like midship, right? Throw the flag out in the bottom of the map. Make sure that if they have to go return it, that it's easily susceptible to grenades from your teammates respawning.
That makes a lot of sense, right? And it's not even something I would have thought of as well, right? You know, especially considering that you have that Flagnum too, you can actually fight outside. So you're not completely useless. You're not just standing there and, you know, just going to get absolutely destroyed. And man, Stellar is going to make that fumble with the flag.
I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, definitely. But so long as he can bring this one out, though, there's going to be someone inside of the base. This could be that last capture, as Victory X is looking to go for it. But there is Juicy Fruit right inside of the base. There goes, and you had mentioned before, right, how it's out in the open. Those nades really come into play here. Stellar's going to get the kill on Beaver, and this could very well be it, folks. 3-0 Renegades get the sweep against Soar
Get out
Gaming.
the brooms.
Wow, get out the brooms indeed. The Swiffer. Get out the Swiffer.
Shout out to Swiffer.
Yeah, that's right. Sponsor. You know what, though? I think RNG or Renegades you know, they had a mission, right? After that Liquid game, they knew that they were just going to come out with a fury, especially after I talked to Spartan the other day, you know, after that Liquid matchup. He said it. He's just like, we're going to make sure that everyone pays. And right there, that's basically what they did. I have to say, man, that was a great game for Renegades, but for Soar, you know, I think that's it. Like that's their hopes and dreams to go for the Halo World Championship, $2.5 million prize pool. GG for them.
I mean, yeah, but I got to give them props. I mean, the guys had been practicing all season long. They've been playing online together. They came out here with a great organization.
And you mentioned Hunter JJX streams. I definitely would suggest anyone who wants to get into competitive Halo, watch Hunter JJX on Twitch. He's a great broadcaster, and I watch his streams when I'm at work as well, because that's what we do at work.
Oh yeah,
I mean, we just watch streams.
I mean, we do it too.
That's right. Well, folks, Ghost, pleasure as always, my friend. But that's going to do it. Renegades will get the sweep 3-0. That's it. Get the brooms out, folks. But for right now, to break down every match we just saw, let's toss it over to our analyst.
Thank you very much, Golden Boy. Of course, massive congrats, of course, to Renegades. They will qualify now for the Halo World Championship. Let's break down the series, though. Walsh, we'll start with you. Game number 1. Well, what happened?
They played a little nursery game called Duck Duck Goose, and 100 owed them on Rig Strongholds. That was
you guys are terrible.
impressive.
No, we're also
Embrace
the joke. Embrace the joke. It was a dominating performance. It really was. As you said, it was 100-0. kind of sat there, you looked and you were like, is this really going to happen? Are they going to get goosed? And, well, that's the second goose of the tournament, actually, because we saw one yesterday as well. But definitely they came out looking very strong. And then talk to me a little bit about game number 2, because there really isn't much to say about that game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, they just really held down all the power weapons, and they just seemed like so comfortable to the point where they were making pushes that they don't even normally make. They kind of felt so comfortable that they were going to win that match.
Well, Stellar went on a killing frenzy over by Snipe side. First off, that means he's holding down the most important position on the map for Coliseum Team Slayer, which is allowing his other teammates to get more kills, more assists, so on and so forth. But killing frenzy right there, that tells the whole story.
I really think it does. It was a dominating performance. Then you had everything going into game number 3. They were full of confidence. They were feeling good. And then, CTF, another convincing 3-0. But we didn't really see any action for a good couple of minutes. It was pretty slow pace until we saw that first flag strong side.
Yeah, I mean, and then they had control of the railgun. We say this time and time again. The railgun is it's so powerful. It gives you quick kills, and one right after the other. So they had control of that pretty much the entire game, and that's what led to their victory.
And of course, we were trying to work out who Renegades potentially may be playing. We were told it could be CLG,
yeah,
maybe.
So they've got a big match ahead of them, and I think it could be close. So obviously, CLG is a really established team, but Renegades needs to keep their emotions together, and they need to stay strong. Obviously, getting a nice 3-0 right here kind of boosts their confidence a bit.
Yeah, that's true. And Walsh, do you feel kind of hard work has been done now, so to speak? You've qualified, right? That's what you came here to do. How important really is the rest of this tournament for them?
Hard work isn't over yet, but they got over the most important hump. They got to realize that there's other teams that are not in as fortunate a position, someone like an Elevate or Envy who are out of the tournament. So, yes, they made the most important part, but at the same time, they don't want to just be happy with 5th through 8th. They want another win. They want to prove that Renegades is a force to be reckoned with at the Halo World Championship.
Good point. That's going to do it from us on the analyst desk. For now, though, we have Puckett on the floor with Ninja.
All right, thank you, fellas. As they said, this is Ninja, the man with the second best hair behind Vitoed in the Halo scene. Sorry, man, you saw Vitoed hair.
I'll allow that.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. Ninja, you're all smiles today, the exact opposite of last night. Tell me about this series, man. What was going right for Renegades today here on Saturday?
We talked about everything that we did wrong yesterday. We stepped up our communication. Everybody was really hyped going in, knowing that this was we had to win this series, and we just stuck it out, played hard, man.
How do you feel knowing you got a chance now to play for $2.5 million in a few weeks?
It's incredible, man. It's like potentially a one time in a life opportunity. I'm really happy to share it with my teammates as well. They're all my friends, so I'm really excited.
You lost to Liquid. There were some communication issues. It's all sorted out now. Do you want a rematch against Liquid later in the bracket? There's still $50,000 on the line here.
Absolutely. That would be – I wouldn't want anything more than that, honestly. That would be incredible.
All right, talk me through this series that you just played here on the main stage. You had to win to secure the spot, and you opened things up with a 100-0 trouncing. How'd you guys get it done?
We stayed real calm, controlled all the camouflages, the railguns, the scatter shots, and after that, it was just really, we never overextended for a 3-cap, and, which is actually really rare. To 100-0 with only capping 2 strongholds, it takes a lot of patience, a lot of spawn killing, and we managed to pull it out, so I was really happy about that. But it was just weapon control. I think I had 7 power weapon kills, and that's a lot. Like, you're usually going to win if you see those stats.
Yeah, you were holding it down, my friend. Now, looking at all the game types, we got, of course, Stronghold. We got some Team Slayer. We got some CTF. Where's Renegade's strength right now?
I honestly think our strongest game type is Strongholds because we can play so fast and we can hold those 3 caps just like CLG can. On most of their Strongholds, they go for the 3 caps, and that's usually what every team wants to do. So that's probably our best game type. Slayer is kind of a 50-50. Depends if we just get weapons. We're all discussing with the sniper. Spartan goes off every time he gets it, but we have to get it in order to be able to, have him just destroy. And CTF is still 50-50. I think we have a lot to improve on in terms of decision-making, when to go for returns, when to go for counter pulls, stuff like that.
I was reading the forums last night, and I know I shouldn't be doing this, but the people out there were being a little critical about your guys' Stronghold game, saying you shouldn't be going for 3 caps. Why are they totally wrong?
They're totally wrong because any good team knows where they're going to spawn, right? When you're pushing for that 3rd cap and you have all 3, at that point it's just all about out-rotating the other team. They have to get in the Stronghold, which means you know where they are going to be. And you just kill them with the power weapons that you have, and it's easy. Once you kill them, on Plaza, you kill them on Nest, then you just rotate. They're going to spawn Tram. You kill them when they go for Yard. It's really simple.
Got to make the moves, my friends. Got to play bold like Victory X. All right, Ninja, we know we're going to see a little bit more from you guys throughout this tournament. You finished top 4 in your first event on LAN together. What are your expectations here to close out this weekend?
if we play like we just did and just a little bit more oomph, I think we can honestly win the tournament or at least get top 4. I'm really excited, and I just can't wait for tomorrow. This is our only game today, so I'm just happy we 3-0. We can just relax the rest of the day.
Not only do we have a happy Spartan, we got a happy Ninja. Ninja, one last chance. Plug the stream, my friend. I watch it all the time.
Twitch.tv/Ninja. It's real simple.
All right, guys, we got plenty more Halo 5 still to come live from Columbus, Ohio. But during the commercial break, I got some swag for everybody in the crowd. Don't go anywhere.